Oh my god, YouTube. What's going on? You know, it's your boy Pax out. And today we're gonna be doing a little settings video. Going over my settings, best settings. Alright, so first off, interact prompt style. It's on compact. It basically, like, when you go to a gun, right? You see how it says Spitfire. If it was on default, you see that big box. Yeah, we don't want that. Put it on compact. Button hints, just put that on off. These are pretty, like, common sense. You want that on and stuff. Always sprint, I have that off. Always sprint. As soon as you hit W, you, like, sprint. I don't like that. I feel like movement is better and more smooth if you have that off, because you wouldn't be able to sneak up on your opponents, right? So where is it? So turn it off, because sometimes you want to, like, be able to just walk like that. Auto run basically means, like, when you double tap your sprint key, you keep going. Like, it just has you, like, you don't have to touch your keyboard for you to keep going. But I have it off because sometimes when I'm actually fighting, I accidentally, like, auto run and it messes me up. Like, sometimes I accidentally double tap. So yeah, I have this on 2D. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is on X. This is stacking. 2D off. Taking damage closes death box or crafting. I have it on off. So basically, if you're like if you're looting a box, right? Let's say, like, quickly you gotta pop a shield, like, boom. Alright, blah blah blah. If someone shoots you while you're doing that, that setting basically, like, it'll take you out. For that off, because it's better when it's off, like, because when someone shoots at you, you'll know to tab out. So if you have it on and you're looting and someone shoots at you, it's gonna take you out automatically. And I feel like if you hit tab, it's gonna bring you here to your backpack, and then you're just gonna be all over the place. So leave that off. You just have to know to press tab to, go out. Colorblind node is Trinopia. Alright. Now my mouse sense is. So I'm playing on 1800 DPI, so 1800 DPI. My mouse sense is 4.96. I tried to put it on 5, but it was getting annoying, so I just left it there. Iron sights is 0.7, 0.7, 0.7, 0.8, 1, 1.4, 1.4. The sear passive, I don't know. I haven't used sear in a while. I have to play around with that, but these are, like, scroll wheel up and W's to move forward. Scroll wheel up is just a Tapstrafe. Like, I'll get into that later. ASD, you already know. Most people use caps to sprint, but most people use shift to sprint, but I use caps. And it also, like, when you press caps, it also, like, if you have an optic like that, you press it and boom, it goes like that. So space and scroll down is to jump. L, well, I use ALT. I use alt to crouch. I don't use L. But I have a app where I could, like, reassign keys, so the game thinks I'm hitting L, but I'm really hitting ALT. I basically had to switch my ALT and L bind, because whenever I hit ALT and tab, like when I was looting boxes and I hit ALT and tab at the same time, like crouch and tabbing out the box, it'll, like, tab me out of Apex. So I just kind of picked at a random key. I picked L. I don't know why. So yeah, but I use ALT. I don't use L. Same thing with ultimate ability. I use DPI down. I figured, like, in the middle of a game, I'm not gonna have to change my DPI, so I reassign my DPI keys on my app. So I use DPI down, not end. DPI down button is for my ultimate, and toggle fire mode N. That's just to, like, the R301. Click N to. I don't really use that though, so but I'm gonna leave it there for now. But I use 1 for melee. And I use 3 for my survival item. So I click 3 for my survival. I click 4 to, like, push to talk. That's how I give a quick calm to my team. Yeah, push 4. It's right there. I use R. What do I use R for? Oh, my healing. G is to reload. I don't use R to reload. I use G to reload. I use F as my grenade. Where is it? Oh yeah, you see K? I use DPI up to spin my heirloom to instead. So like, I'm clicking my DPI up button when I'm spinning my heirloom. It makes it's easier. Like you don't have to reach your thumb over to B or N, whatever. The video full screen is display mode. Aspect ratio is 16:10. I don't like native. It just everything's too tall and too like. What does it mean apply? Everything is too tall and too like, you know, like I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right or look right, and I feel like it lowers my FPS too. Stretch is a good way to like kind of stretch everything out a little bit, and it also stretches out your opponents a little bit, making it a tad bit easier to hit your shots. Native, it'll just look weird, like. So 1600 by 1024. That's my resolution. 51 is the brightness. 110 field of view. You wanna put this on. Put this on. Enabled. Sprint view shake minimum. Put that on minimum because like you don't want your character, like when you move, the screen will be shaking a lot. You don't want it to shake a lot. So that's why it's on minimum. Alright, so VSync, you can either put it on disabled or adaptive. I have it on adaptive right now. But put this on either enabled or enable plus boost. Put this on 0. Put this on 0. Put that on 0. It's just smoother. Put this on none. Texture streaming budget, I usually play on medium, but very low or medium is good. You don't, I mean, you could put it on high if you want. Right now I have it on low. Or everything else you want to put on the lowest one possible, like low disabled, low disabled, bilinear. Everything else after this is low. You can put this on, like I said, this doesn't matter. Put this on medium, high. I don't really see a difference. The steps to Tapstrafe on keyboard, let's just start running, right? Alright, so you slide, crouch. That's the crouch tap button. For me, it'll be ALT. Oh, and my crouch hold button is shift. Like I hold shift to crouch. So the Tapstrafe, right? Start by running. Crouch, right? Just do that. Crouch. Okay. So then, when we crouch, right? You're gonna wanna jump and hit either A or D at the same time. So for right now, let's just focus on right. So we're gonna focus. I'm gonna refer to D. You're gonna crouch. You're gonna hit D and jump at this, and your scroll wheel down at the same time. The only time I use jump for my spacebar is to Superglide, or occasionally like when I'm like bouncing around, I'd hit spacebar. But most of the times, like right there, I hit spacebar until I get off the zipline. So always use scroll wheel down to jump. So again, crouch, right? You're gonna jump, hold D at the same time, but don't jump too late. Like you saw how I crouched and then I did it. That's way too late. So here's the steps: crouch, D and spacebar. Right? I mean not spacebar. Sorry. Crouch, scroll wheel down to jump, and D at the same time. But hold D and you just scroll down. So you're hitting D at the same time as you scrolling down. Right? And you're gonna look. You're gonna look right. You're gonna look right. Okay. So crouch, jump, right. Now there's the last step. After you scroll wheel down to jump, you're gonna start just scrolling wheel up, like a couple times, like maybe once or twice. You see how I'm moving up a little bit? That's how we have that right there. Scroll up to move forward. That helps us with Tapstrafe. So start with the steps: run, crouch, scroll wheel down, and D at the same time, right? And then as you're doing that, you obviously move your mouse to the right because you want to Tapstrafe. And then as you're holding D, you start scrolling up, right? So crouch, scroll down D, just scroll up after you scroll down. So it's like a scroll down, scroll up, scroll down, scroll up type stuff. So boom. So you get this. Alright. If you want to do it left, just do the same thing. Hold S. I mean, not S. I'm bugging. Hold A. Alright. So Tapstrafe left. And then sometimes you don't have to crouch. You could just do the same steps, but take out the crouch part. Just hold D and jump at the same time. And then scroll it up. So it's like when you hit A or D and scroll down at the same time, as soon as you scroll down, you're going to start scrolling up. You're holding A or D and moving your mouse in a direction. You're going to let go of oh, by the way, you let go of your W key. Do not hold on to your W key with your middle finger. Like when you're in the air, let go of it. Now to do something like this, and then into a wall jump, you can use that in zipline buildings too, right? Like, to do something like that, what you want to do is press E, right? That's how you go on the zip. And then to go off of the zip, like to exit off of it, you want to press your crouch button. So for me, it'll be ALT. So it'll look like that. Right? So it's like this. That's step 2. It's the crouch. So let me say that again. E, your crouch button that you just tap to crouch, and then your crouch button that you hold with your finger, and then you just slide into a wall jump. So you could do something like this. You just repeat it, keep looking at the zip, and then wall jump. Go into a wall jump like that. We could apply Tapstrafing into our Superglides. Alright. So it's basically the same steps, but and substitute for the crouch step that I talked about earlier. We're just gonna go to a ledge, scroll wheel to jump. Don't spacebar to jump, because it kind of like, you can get a Superglide like that, but I feel like it's harder to. See, it's harder to. Like, it's more easier when you just scroll wheel up to jump and then press C in space. It's easier. That's how I do it. So it's the same steps. Scroll wheel down, hit C and C and spacebar, right? Press and hold A and scroll up to tap. Or the same thing with if you want to go left to right, right? Same thing with going backwards. So you would scroll down, hold A, and press A, C, and spacebar at the same time. That's how you go left, and then to go right. But to see like back to like Tapstrafe backwards, you just do the same thing. Hold S and scroll it up. Oh, also when you Superglide, right? Let's say you're gonna do a 180. It's just like the 180 Tapstrafe, right? You just turn your mouse around. You scroll down to jump on the thing. Hit C and spacebar. And turn your mouse around. Like you would do in a Tapstrafe. But you have to scroll wheel down and then scroll wheel up. Like, you know how earlier I said scroll wheel down, and then as soon as you scroll wheel down to jump, you start scrolling up right after? Same thing with this. That's how you turn around. So essentially, you're scrolling down twice within a Superglide to get on and to Tapstrafe like in a different direction. So if you want to use someone like Octane, we could add a Superglide. Dude, we could Tapstrafe. A Superglide is like a slingshot, right? So if we Tapstrafe within a slingshot, and then when we land, we continue to Tapstrafe, that's just gonna confuse players. Alright. You just Tapstrafe around them, but also aim. Like they hit a wall jump. Like they're gonna be so confused. Like especially with Octane, you're gonna be moving too fast. That's why I love using Octane, like for getting clips on kids. Alright. I kind of messed up my Tapstrafe, that's why I lost my momentum. Faster. So you got a little wall jump, right? Boom. You can just do something like that. Alright. And then with Watson, you can also like with her do the same thing, but as it, like something like the movement. So we could add the Tapstrafe like, along with the Superglide. Yep, a Tapstrafe went into a wall jump, hit him, trapped him. You're gonna have your players lost. Like if I do something like this, right? Something like that. Watson, it's fun doing glides. Like, even like if you saw how I ran into him. When I ran into him, I lost my momentum, but that's okay because I caught him. Right? So all you have to do is just really laser them. And when you catch someone in a Watson fence, try to move to the side because, mind you, when you catch someone in a Watson fence, they can't really move to the side. But if you stand in front of them, they can shoot in front of them still. So like try to move away. Try to move to their side or something. Yeah, but don't switch though. Like don't go this way and go that way. Like just literally just move around them. And I'm gonna go over one more thing. Aim with the PK and the mastiff, right? How they aim better with those. So sometimes people like they try to follow their opponent, right? And by the time, sometimes they're gonna Tapstrafe, right? So by the time they straight and shoot, and miss. You see? I'm following him. You see how he Tapstrafe and I shot? And I was about to like look. I'm following him. And, look, you see how like I kinda got juked by his Tapstrafe? Like, even if you're not zooming in, right? You're following him. Sometimes, I'm not gonna say all the time, but more than likely you're gonna get juked. Like if someone's Tapstrafe and you're ready to shoot at them, and then like, let's say I'm ready to shoot at them, like right, you Tapstrafe away. Sometimes all you have to do is just wait for them to line up, make your thing. You don't even have to move your mouse. Let them line up with it. See? Just let them line up with it. Same thing with the mastiff. Let them line up with it. Let them line up with it. See? But that's gonna help a lot. It's just up to you to shoot on time, right? You can't, you know, you have to shoot on time. You can't shoot too early or too late. I don't get my super all the time. You saw how I went like that and I shot when he lined up with it. See? Just shoot when they line up with it. Don't move. See, I shot too late right there. Just wait for them to line up with it. That's how you get better aim with the PK and the mastiff. Yeah, so that's it for the, you know, movement guide and settings video, slash settings. You guys let me know which video you guys want to see next, you know, whether it's, you know, whoever, Horizon, whoever you guys want to see me use. I'd use anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'll make a movie video out of anybody. I don't really care.